Daredevil Season 2, Episode number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episode of Daredevil. Last week, the ending, we had Fisk return. Wilson Fisk, we have not seen him since the Season 1 finale. And I just didn't think we were going to see him again. But he makes an appearance. I'm kind of curious if he's back. You know, if he's going to be integrated back into the story and then maybe Season 3, he becomes a bigger villain again. Or what, or how he's going to end up teaming up with the Punisher. Because again, Fisk, I consider a villain. The Punisher, I consider kind of an anti-hero type deal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't consider him and Fisk on the same wavelength as far as that goes. So I don't know how their kind of partnership would work. Maybe Fisk can get him the guys that did kill his family, because we know Fisk is powerful, even in prison. You know what I mean? Like, we still see he has a lot of pull, but I'm kind of curious if he is going to be back for good, because I also noticed when I was editing last week's episode at the end, it said it was just guest starring him. So I don't know if he's back for good or if it was just a one-time appearance. I mean, it can't be a one-time appearance, at least a couple of episodes, but regardless, I'm super excited for that. Super excited to continue the stuff that we're getting with the hand, the chase, stick, obviously Elektra last week, bro. I mean, that's kind of the whole back and forth that's been going on, right? So the big reveal. Finally, we found out what she knows, you know, with her knowing Stick, the stuff going on with the chase, why she was there to meet Matthew way back in his college days, and everything like that. The fact that she is, you know, a killer, a murderer, but at the end of the day, she can choose not to kill too. You know, like we saw her do it multiple times in the previous episodes. I think with this one, maybe it's because she was injured for one, so she felt vulnerable, and then two, Matt came close to dying, so maybe that's why she did it. I don't know. But regardless, I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. So guys, I'm gonna stop wasting time. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out? Link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this episode. Let's see what we got, man. I better see Fisk. I better see him this episode, man. I can't wait to get some more of that Fisk dialogue, dude. Something special about it.
Inmate 55467.
Flashback?
Fisk. Wilson.
This is when he was first taken in, huh?
Clothing and personal items in the bin.
He still kept his composure because he always knew he would get back out. He always knew he had a fail-safe plan. I mean, we still haven't seen Vanessa come back ever. Man, this is great. So we're gonna get to see how he got into the position he's in now. I mean, I kind of figured when he got put in here, he would still have power. He'd still have some corrupt cops on their side and everything like that. I wonder how he's treated by the other inmates though, you know? Because I mean, he wasn't really going, I mean, he was going after like the Russians and stuff like that, but he was going after people like how Frank does, you know?
She wants to come see you.
She can't. She must stay where she's safe for the time being.
Of course. She'll have everything she needs. But with that said, you need to understand that a good number of your assets were seized by the government, Mr. Fisk.
So he doesn't have much.
We need you to keep your head down and avoid trouble while you're in here.
The state will jump on any infraction to shoot down an early release.
So he has no escape, really. Maybe this is why he contacted the Punisher. Maybe he wants the Punisher to help him escape, possibly. Because Frank could be capable of that, I bet. You guys don't want smoke with Fisk, bro.
Wilson Fisk, the boogeyman of crime. You may have made a name for yourself on the outside, but I run the big box. I just want to make that clear, in case you got any ideas about stepping up.
No intentions of doing that.
Cut the shit, fat man. I know guys like you my whole life. I killed most of them. You ain't never seen a throne you didn't want to sit in. There's only room for one of us in this prison. It ain't gonna be you, not ever. Because I'm the kingpin of this bitch.
Ooh, kingpin. Nah, I don't think Fisk wants to take over the prison. Honestly, he wants out. You know what I mean? He don't want to take over in here. And like his, I'm assuming it was his lawyer said, keep your head down.
I was a mortgage analyst on the outside. 7-figure salary, summer house in the Hamptons. Just made the wrong deal, crossed the wrong guy.
Ooh.
Turned out that his brother was some bigwig in the Justice Department. Some luck, huh?
Gotcha.
Look, what I mean is, we're not like these savages in here, that's all.
Fisk has smashed guys' heads in with his hands and a car door, but still.
Valdez brothers.
They're your friends.
Slim pickings in here, but yeah. Yeah, they don't talk much. Let's just say what they did to get in here was ghastly.
Do they have family?
A mother. Should be alone for a while.
Trying to get people on his side. Maybe he does take over in this place and that's how he has the cops in his pocket again.
The office of Kaplan and Dayhill. I have a client. His name is Stuart Finney. He needs his legal retainer bolstered.
What?
Andrea Valdez. She's 62. She lives in Spanish Harlem. Needs her rent paid indefinitely.
Ooh, taking care of their parents.
Mr. Fisk, I warned you about getting involved.
He's trying to get them on his side, the Valdez brothers. He said they did some crazy shit. So, I mean, they probably killers, bruh. Maybe Fisk at first didn't want to take over, but when old boy stepped up to him to challenge him, he's here for it.
Paper's interesting, though. Check out the front page.
Punisher? Ooh, yep. Okay, so we had another time jump here then, huh?
Does Dutton have connections with the Irish?
Some heroin deal gone south. That was a while back, though.
Anything you need for the rest of your stay, you'll be dipping into the reserves, into Vanessa's protection.
Ooh.
I won't need anything after this.
Dude, and this is when he spoke to the Punisher. Shit, this is great. The way they bring this around, and look how they switch the camera shot too. Oh my God, bro, this show is beautiful. I mean, with the Punisher on your side, shit.
I see you got my message.
And then the intro. Bro, I haven't even realized we haven't had the intro yet, man. Was that the longest intro ever or what? How long was that? 10 minutes? It's not crazy long, but I feel like that's the longest we've had in the show. Made me forget we even seen it yet. God, dude, let me just... Round of applause for Wilson Fisk coming back, man. And just, bro, like... Oh, I didn't realize how much I missed this character. His mannerisms, the way he speaks, the dialogue, everything. He plays the character so great. And the character itself is so great, man. Oh. But again, I'm interested in how this is going to work because Fisk, I see him as more of a villain. I didn't like Castle. I see him as an anti-hero. Fisk, he's in that villain category for me. But he's not like villain either for me. Like he's on that edge of villain and anti-hero where Frank Castle, I just consider him like anti-hero, you know? Oh no, is this just the whole cleanup crew? Did she call Stick back maybe? I think this is the whole cleanup crew. Like some John Wick type shit. I mean, she got money, so.
Where is he?
Stick. He left, remember?
Stick.
The boy?
The boy. The one you killed.
It's been taken care of.
Not it. I saw it 10 years ago at Roscoe Sweeney. And I saw it again last night. Your adrenaline spiked, Electra.
She likes
You
it.
enjoy killing.
We are who we are, man. No matter how much we want to change for the person we love, we are who we are.
I was 12 years old. I wasn't saving another. I wasn't even protecting myself.
Jesus.
I did it because I needed to know that I could.
We have to stop corrupting each other.
They don't work.
The Hand will decimate your city.
Not if I stop them.
Dude. Ooh, the music was so good in the back too. Man, the way they set all this up is just so good, bro. But it's like, fuck, now his relationship with Karen and Foggy is severed because of what happened with Elektra. Now Elektra's gone too. It's like at the end of the day, that's the thing, man. We are who we are. You can try and change for the person you love, but at the end of the day, you are who you are, period. You know, and sometimes you fall in love with the wrong person and it hurts.
I've crossed paths with your attorneys before. Needless to say, I'm not a huge fan. Pushing you towards a sentence in a mental health facility after everything you've been through, that would have been a travesty.
Supposed to what?
Closure.
Oh, he's gonna tell him who killed us.
He's been overheard boasting about his involvement with several criminal factions. This man, he most definitely had a hand in the massacre in the park. He's not Irish. He's not cartel. He's not a biker. He's something else entirely. I believe that he facilitated the deal between the three groups that you've been targeting.
It's in it for you.
He wants power.
So why haven't you done it yourself?
Because, Mr. Castle, unlike most of the population here, my plan is to keep my head down so I can get out.
He wants to sick him on him, bro. He wants him to be the attack dog.
Well, I don't help. Shitbag has been mob bosses.
Has been.
You heard what I said. I'm not doing it.
Offering you the opportunity to confront the man implicated in the deaths of your family. Yes, I benefit from your actions. But the tide raises all ships, Mr. Castle. If for some reason my involvement diminishes your passion for answers, for revenge, well, that's your choice.
Dude, I never thought we would see these two characters interact. Fantastic actors.
I can assure you safe passage to cell block A, which is run by Dutton and his men.
When?
Today.
Dude, and he was just at court earlier today. This is still the same day.
After this, you and me, we're done.
Yes, we're done.
Dude, from court to this, that quick. He gave him a shank and everything. Wow, dude. He don't even need that. He got these bad boys right here, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I never thought we would see those two characters in a fucking act, man. Beautiful acting.
We need to think about our priorities to decide how to proceed with Nelson and Murdoch.
You talking about our firm? Or are you talking about our friendship?
For a while, they went hand in hand.
I think you're right. I think putting some distance between us is smart.
I came to talk to my friend, not the vigilante.
They're the same person, Foggy.
Yep, it's who he is.
They weren't always.
They were, you just didn't know it.
To be honest, I'm done apologizing to you for who I am. If I'm holding you back, then you should consider closing the office for good.
God, dude, it's so fucking sad, man. It's just like, he just went through that with Elektra, you know? He feels like he's got to be who he is, and he's tired of apologizing and fighting people for it, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, compromise and conversations, and like, you don't got to change who you are, but help them try to understand, maybe. Help them communicate, you know?
You see him?
Sure do.
Now look.
Maybe he was bagged intact already.
Right. Well, that's what I thought, but I checked and I couldn't find any death certificate. Whoever he was, it's like he was never there. Oh, look,
is that...
He was there. What if he is our John Doe?
Is that Dutton, maybe?
There is no Nelson and Murdoch. Look around.
All right. When I went over to his apartment the other day to get him to come to the trial, there was a woman there in his bed.
Elektra.
If Matt doesn't want to share his life with me, that is between me and him. The same way that your friendship with Matt is between you and him.
Don't let that get between you guys.
Foggy, I cannot be lied to anymore.
He's not gonna tell her, though.
Give you a call if something changes. But for now, I suggest that both of us start thinking about a life outside this office.
He's still holding his secret true, man. Like I said, I feel like the only way to resolve this would be to tell her, you know, at least, because then things can be a bit more understanding, but it's still like Foggy knows, and he's still getting upset about when Matt's handling that kind of thing, you know? This is the dude that they stole his key card, right? Yep. Oh my God. Knocked out.
I don't do what they do.
Are you talking about the hand?
Yep.
Put the gun down.
How do I know you're not working with them?
Because he just attacked them. Aren't those your security guards, the hand?
They destroy everything that gets in their way. They have my son.
Ooh.
They took Daniel. These bodyguards were protecting me. They were holding me hostage. If I tell you anything, they will kill my son.
Yeah, he's just a victim in all this too, huh? Man, it's sad.
I don't know what they're doing there. They call it the farm.
The farm?
I thought about it. But it's a fortress. It's impossible to get inside. Take me there.
He don't care, man. Matt'll get in some way, somehow, dude. Oh, so he's just a victim in all this too, man. I mean, I'm sure he got into it because he was a little greedy, but then maybe he got a little too deep.
You come to me with a lead, with a really good lead, right? And you just want to take off, right? I mean, it's sort of like a pitcher going to the 8th inning with a no-hit shutout and just walking away.
Look, this was supposed to be about saving my law firm, and I didn't...
I get that. At first, yeah. But I have to tell you, in the last week, I've gotten about 10 phone calls from people who want to know where I'm getting my information.
Maybe she has a job in this, like Benny.
But this thing ain't over. Not yet, not by a long shot. You know it. Because you know you're on to something.
Give her that confidence, man. I miss Benny. Fuck.
Maybe you'll be more willing to have a conversation outside of the courtroom, away from the icy death gaze of Frank Castle.
But we talk to who?
Whom?
We talk to me?
No, to us. Karen, to us.
Oh, he's gonna go with her.
You're not that good yet.
Yeah. Dude, I fuck with him, man, you know? At first I thought he was the reason Benny got killed, but he wasn't. And I fuck with him, man. I like it. Karen, maybe this is what you can do outside. Maybe you can follow in Benny's footsteps. Become a reporter in a sense, but maybe not for the newspaper necessarily. I don't know.
Rat-faced son of a bitch.
Ooh! Oh, bro. Gruesome.
You and me. We gotta talk.
Dude, sometimes I forget the show can be gruesome because Matt never kills.
You were with the defense.
Not with them now.
We're with the New York Bulletin.
Please.
I don't think he's necessarily a bad guy. I think he's scared, you know? Maybe got a little too corrupt early on and then got too deep into it.
All right, he didn't have a name. But tucked inside his left shoe, he did have something.
What?
A police call sign. A special code. Look, John Doe wasn't a criminal, and he wasn't some innocent bystander in the park either.
Undercover?
He was an undercover cop.
Ooh. Is it Dutton then? And he's an undercover cop and he just ended up staying in here?
Drug deal. I was brokering between 3 groups of assholes who barely spoke the same language. What happened? What do you think happened? Tell me who started the shooting. Huh? You tell me who pulled the trigger, who made the order. It went south. What do you mean it went south? It happened. What does it mean it went south? What do you mean? It means we're not as dumb as they thought we were. You realize what it was? What was it? It wasn't a massacre, asshole. It was a sting.
The undercover.
Feds infiltrated one of the gangs, I'm not sure which. They found out how big the deal was. A massive exchange. A real game changer. But they weren't after any of us. They were after the man in charge, the man who organized the whole damn thing. Who's that? Who's that? I want a name. I never met him. He never showed his face. All I know is he had a line on pure heroin. Shit shipped from the Middle East. They called him the blacksmith. This crusade of yours, it's never gonna end, right? Right?
He don't care. He was involved. Wow. Bro, so there was... Yeah, I mean, he's never going to get revenge unless he kills everybody. But bro, wow. So they covered up that John Doe, right? Which was the undercover cop. Maybe they didn't want people to know there was an undercover cop there that got killed.
Open the door.
Oh, shit. Fisk wanted him to do his bidding and then get him killed.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you.
Wow. He should have known. Dude, he's gonna take these fuckers out. Are we getting another hallway scene? Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, he got it in his forearm. Bro, he's gonna end up running this fucking place. Oh! Dude, the slow-mos are so good. Jesus. Bro, he took everybody out but what, one guy? Never mind, he took everybody out. Dude. Oh my gosh! Oh, dude! I forget how brutal the show can be. Dude, the Punisher's got to be even more brutal than this, right? The Punisher show itself. Oh my God, dude, what a scene. Ah, bro, that might be my favorite hallway fight scene. I don't know if it tops the one with Matt and him when Matt had kind of saved him, right? What a badass. That scene was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Bro, so the blacksmith is the one he's got to look for then, huh? Maybe it connects to the stuff going on now that Matt's dealing with. The hand? I don't know, though. Because the shootout was between the cartel, the Dogs of Hell, and the Irish, right?
I'm not afraid to hurt you. I know you're not.
But he knows you won't kill.
But you're not the only devil who will walk these streets. What's in the basement? The rising is coming.
What is going on?
If you want to camp out in here, it's all yours.
Is it Benny's old office?
Start digging.
Dude, this is where she belongs, man. Man, I miss Benny. I heard in the comics he wasn't killed. Neither was Wesley.
I remember.
Read that? Yeah, I read it. Look, Ben didn't care, and I don't either.
What that headline said something about mystery accident causes death of 10 people or something like that. Was that maybe that's what she did when she was younger? She accidentally caused people to die, and that's what Benny found. I gotta go back at the end of this episode and read that part again, but it said something about the accidental death or mystery death. Maybe that's what's in her past. This is good, man. I figured if the firm ever went down, this is kind of what she would be end up doing, right? So some type of reporter stuff. Maybe not specifically for the Bulletin, but turns out it is going to be, maybe not even for them directly, but just for herself, right?
The plan was to kill you. I needed to close that loop. I had already made a deal with the rest of the guards. That didn't work out, did it? No, I was wrong. The stories that I read in the paper about your attacks on the criminal world were apocryphal. How could one man be capable of such violence?
Exaggerated stories, like John Wick. Ooh, that combo from Fisk. Bro, Fisk is a powerhouse. He can fight and he can take some hits. Bro, the Punisher's chained up and he's weak from his last fight. Oh God, the double fists.
Release him. Mr. Fisk, do it now!
Yeah, they got their shit out.
You see, when I'm finally let out of this cage, it won't be to wage war, it will be to win one.
He wants you to go out and weaken the city, man.
Next time I see you, only one of us walks away.
Yes, of course. I'm counting on it.
He just thinks it's gonna be him, man. Dude, two amazing characters just meeting like that. This is great. Bro. Oh, so Punisher's gonna be set free, but I mean, he's just gonna be tossed back in if he's caught, right? Like, everybody knows who he is. Everyone knows what he looks like. Fisk wants him to go out, keep the city weak, make sure nobody does take that power so there's still a power vacuum. And then when he does get set free on legal terms, so he's not set right back in. Whoa.
Those people.
Are they draining him of blood, maybe? I think so. That's why he said he heard blood. Yep. What are they draining? What do they need blood for?
They weren't finished.
Who was that? Was that just one of the people from the hand?
In prison, there's only room for one kingpin.
And that's him. You know what I mean? Wow. Dude, Fisk, his character is just so great, man. Oh, this is how he escapes, huh? Wow. They just let him walk out. Ooh! Bro, see, these fighters are so good, man. Like, they're definitely on the same level as Matt, if not a little bit above him, I'd say. Every time he comes up against them. Is it Nobu?
You still have scars to remember me by, I hope.
That is Nobu. That's why I asked if that just wanted a hand or what the heck? Well, I mean, they were talking about the other episode how they discovered immortality, right? So did they find a way to bring? So did they use it on Nobu to bring him back to life? Yeah, bro, they must have. That's how he's still alive, because he 100% died back then. Yep.
You're dead. There is no such thing.
Just like Stick was telling you, they discovered immortality, find a way to bring back the dead. There's your proof, Matt. That's why I was like, is that just supposed to be another person from the hand, or, oh my God, dude. These episodes are an hour long and they're going this quick. Season 2, episode 9 of Daredevil is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, the interaction I never knew I needed or wanted, bro. Fisk and the Punisher, man. Two fantastic actors, two fantastic characters. Absolutely beautiful, man. That, like, dude, I think that probably might be my second favorite interaction we've had in this show. My favorite is definitely the rooftop scene with Matt and the Punisher, you know, at the start of this season, where they're kind of going back and forth on morals and the things they believe and whatnot. But I think this scene, this episode, the scenes with the Punisher and Fisk are probably my second favorite in the show, man. Those two characters interacting was great. You know what I mean? Because, again, I talked about it at the start, like, Punisher, he's more of an anti-hero. Fisk, he's like on the side of villain, but like trying to do good, kind of. Like, I don't consider him an anti-hero, but I also don't consider him villain, like just completely evil, you know? So it's like they're definitely different, but I was kind of curious as to how their interaction was gonna go, you know? But so we got a lot of stuff this episode. The blacksmith, apparently that's the next quest for the Punisher. I'm assuming, I mean, I'd be surprised if we dive too deep into that in this show. I'm assuming maybe that'll come in the actual Punisher show. But I mean, we have a couple episodes left this season, so maybe we'll continue down that line. I would love to, you know. The Punisher is definitely, I would say, is my favorite thing from this season. We've had a lot of new characters. We obviously have had a returning character as well. You know, we've seen Stick, we've seen Nobu, we've seen Fisk, we've seen Elektra, we've seen the Punisher, and out of all of them, man, the Punisher, absolutely fantastic, bro. I'm definitely checking out the Punisher after I finish this show. But man, that fight scene in the hallway with the Punisher walking down in the jail, absolutely fantastic, man. I don't think it tops the fight scene from earlier this season where Matt, you know, after the rooftop conversation Matt had with the Punisher, and he took out the dogs of hell. I don't think it tops that, but it's definitely probably my second favorite fight scene in the show, man. It was great to see that, man. You know, the slow-mo shots, just so badass, dude. The way they do the character is so great, and I forget when I'm watching this show that it's this brutal. You know, I mean, season 1, we had Fisk smash, what is his name, Anatoly's head in the car door, brains everywhere and stuff, you know? Last episode, Elektra slit his neck. This episode, God, bro, it just, the gore takes me back sometimes for a sec, because Matt, he doesn't kill, so it's like we don't see a ton of gore normally, but when they do it, they're not afraid to go all out, man. We've seen it multiple times, but it's just like, since we're not seeing it every episode, it takes me back, and I think that's the good thing about gore. You know, I feel like when shows overdo the gore too much, you kind of become numb to it, but with this show, they don't, you know, you don't see a ton of gore all the time, so when they do show it, it's like, okay, holy, we're getting serious, you know what I mean? And that's one of the great things about this show too, man. But the hand, so we definitely have confirmed that what Stick was telling him was 100% true. The immortality thing is 100% true, bringing people back from the dead, because Nobu was 100% dead, right? He was 100% dead. There's no way he survived that stuff from season 1. He was dead. That's why we saw the burn marks on his face as well. And then now, I wonder if maybe the blood, it relates to the blood. Like, they were draining the people of the blood. Maybe they need that to be able to bring somebody back from the dead. I don't know, man. Maybe that's what it's got to do with it, and that's why they're draining people. I feel like that would make sense, but still, how does that relate back to the giant hole? Oh, I don't know, man. There's so much stuff going on. I feel like we got a couple different storylines, and I feel like all of them are great. You know, Karen, ooh, that's what I want to do too. I need to go back into the episode. Karen, and her stuff she's got going on is cool to see. I kind of figured, you know, maybe she would end up working for the Bulletin or being a reporter like Ben kind of after everything happened with him. Let me, right here. Mystery accident causes teen fatality. Okay, so 1 person died, not 10. 16-year-old teen died in a single car crash. The unsolved death of this young man is currently under investigation. The young man, Kevin Paxton Page. So it was her brother, maybe? Yeah, because she said she had her brother. Kevin Paxton Page, for an unknown reasons. I can't really see the I can't see the blurred stuff, bro. So yeah, I wonder if that maybe she was kind of the cause of it or something along those lines. I don't know, man. I wonder if they dive any more into it. It's kind of, it's like I can kind of read some of the blurred stuff, but not all of it. But man, so her brother died, and she, I mean, I'm assuming maybe she caused it because the way she talks and acts, it seems like she had something in her past, and maybe that was it. You know, obviously she killed Wesley too, bro. Man, this show is just so fantastic, bro. Like I hear a lot of people talk kind of down on the later parts of season 2, and to be honest, like, yeah, the first 4 episodes were out of the park amazing, but these episodes are still super good, bro. I would consider these episodes literally at good or above good. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't consider them average or below average or bad or anything like that. But the way people talk about the later part of season 2, they make it seem like it's horrible, bro. This is some of the best stuff. You know what I mean? Like, season 2 has been great. Season 2 topped season 1 for me. Season 1 was fantastic. It was great to enter the world and world building. But man, it feels like we really just stepped into it this season. And it's, dude, they've done a lot with it, man. I feel like the pacing is great. The fight scenes are great. The dialogue is great. You know, sometimes I like the dialogue scenes more than the fight scenes, bro. You know, so man, I gotta clap it up for Daredevil, man. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, also if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out? Link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is a movie or TV series that you guys would like to see me react to next? Want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Silas Kane, and the homie Alexander Collins. I appreciate your guys' insane support, man. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.